Hi, my name is Megan and I'm a recent graduate of the University of Stirling and an alumni of the Into University of Stirling foundation courses. I'm going to be taking you through a day in the life of a recent graduate and ex-student of the university while I'm waiting for graduation to happen, so I'm just kind of keeping myself busy for the next couple of weeks. But today I'm going to be showing you around campus for a brief campus tour and a day in the life of a recent graduate and University of Stirling student. Generally, I make myself a cup of tea or a tea to go when I head onto campus just to give me that wake up I need, especially when I'm heading to the gym. I need that extra little spike of energy. I live about a 5 to 8 minute walk, thankfully downhill from the UL bus stop. During the semester, the buses kind of run pretty frequently to help students who live in town just to get on and off campus for classes and various other reasons. If you're coming to study anywhere in Scotland and you're under 22, you're actually eligible for free buses. So generally how you do this is you would get a Young Scot card, and it's pretty easy to apply for. All you need is proof of address in the UK and a photo that you send off to them, and this can be your term time address, which is it works perfectly fine. The buses themselves take roughly about 15 minutes from Stirling to campus, and there are two main stops. There's the one at the university entrance and the one at the main bus hub, which is right in front of the Into building itself. As you can see, we've made it onto campus, and our first port of call will be the Stirling Sports Facility, which you'll be seeing here. And there's my friend who's just driving past. But while I was here, I managed to get a quick workout in, and this is great because you do get a lovely view of the loch while you're on the treadmill, which is a great motivator. There are some incredible wildlife on campus as well. So here's me heading through to the accommodation village. Everything is within walking distance on campus, so there shouldn't be too much hassle finding your way around. Everything is nicely connected and easily accessible. I always like to tell new students that campus is a gorgeous place to live in first year, especially if you've never lived away from home before and it's your first time living solo. It's big enough to not feel compact or too cramped, but small enough that you don't feel too isolated as well. Buses are pretty frequently heading off and on campus at all times, so you're not confined to spending all your time on campus. And again, once you're in town, you've got the train station and buses that can pretty much take you anywhere you want to go. Some of the buildings that are going on behind me here is the accommodation village. So you'll be finding a lot of the places where students will stay, especially first year students. And that can range from anywhere to Juniper Court, to Fraser, to anything like that. I've had friends who have stayed in several different ones. Personally, I've stayed in Juniper Court and Willow. Really a wide variety of different kinds of accommodation, from ensuite to shared. They're a lot of fun because it gives you the opportunity to meet new people, new friends that might be on your course, just to kind of give you that basis for starting out at the university. It's a lot of fun though. So that's where I met a lot of my long-term friends that I've had since the beginning of my university. It's a lot of fun. The accommodation is also very accessible from the actual university buildings. As you can see, it's connected by the Loch Bridge, goes between the main atrium building and a lot of the accommodation in the accommodation village. This means that getting to and from class generally takes about 5 to 10 minutes, so all you have to do really is roll out of bed and make your way to class. So once you've crossed the bridge over the loch from the accommodation village to the main campus, you'll see that you'll be getting into the atrium, which is essentially the main kind of study point where there are a few food outlets and study spaces for students who are in between classes. This is connected again to the Cottrell building, which is a very important building in a lot of your classes for a lot of students. And of course, me trying to get to the other side, it is blocked off by birds nesting, which is kind of weird, but because there are no students, it's kind of perfect timing. So we're just gonna have to go around, and once we go around, there are a lot of these touch to open doors for accessibility, but it's very, very easy. So we just come out this way and finally get ourselves to the Into building. So I've finished off my tour at the Into building, which is actually right next to the new University of Stirling entrance, and to add to that, this is where the bus stop is. So that's where I'll be ending my tour. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.